3, come on in. So congrats, you guys are the final 3. This is the last immunity challenge. So whoever wins here, we're not going to go to a vote. We'll select who they want to have beside them. And in doing that, you're going to state who you want voted off after the challenge. But it will be your vote off, and also thinking about who you want to sit beside when the jury starts to ask you the questions. So Jen, I'm going to take that necklace back. Congrats again, 2 in a row. Well done. All right, so the challenge is going to be, and we'll move over there in a second, you'll see 3 wooden discs. It's not going to be the beginning standing on those, but it's going to be elevated as we move through. We're going to be bringing back the good old spoon and eggs. And you guys, again, just as we did during the relay race, we'll hold the spoon anywhere on the shaft. You can put the egg anywhere within the spoon. When everyone is set, we're going to start the timer. For the first 15 minutes, it's going to be standing. For the second 15 minutes, it's going to be a squat. For the next 15 minutes, it will be one leg on the disc. And for the last 15 minutes, it will be a one-legged squat on the disc. If you have to grab the egg, if you have to grab the spoon with the second hand, you are out. For immunity and a spot in the final 2 guaranteed, we're going to count you guys down. 3, 2, 1, hands off. The challenge is on. All 3 looking super steady right now. Locked in, listening to that rain, don't let it blow you away. It's been a long weekend. I know for the crew it's felt like a week and a half, 2 weeks. It's been 3 days.
I couldn't believe yesterday that I was here a week ago to check the place out. It felt like it was a month ago. So it's been a long go, tons of excitement. You guys have battled it out. I'm looking steady for this first heat of what could be over an hour-long endurance balance challenge. You guys got the jury watching. You don't want to let them down. Show them what you got. Fight for those votes. We've got Jen and Sue here, there's Orange Barn as well, sitting in to watch. We got my crew, Mark and Matt, who have been amazing so far. Getting all that good juicy content for you. You guys can reposition those hands, just it might be tricky if you're starting to tense up in your elbow, and your bicep, and your shoulder, tricep. If you touch the egg, you touch the spoon with that second hand, you're done. If it falls, you're done. A little bit of shaking from Daria. Jen's looking pretty good. Kelly's looking rock solid. That rain, so relaxing. If you focus in on that, it might put you to sleep, or maybe you're going to use it and just, if you're able to sleep while standing, holding a spoon and an egg, why not? Because then you can lock in for like 8 hours. A little more shaking from Daria. Still on there. I give you guys time checks every now and then too. Not yet, but I will. If you guys need to change the battery, I got 3 hours of battery. Alright, solid now. No more shaking. Jen is locked in. Kelly hasn't moved at all. She's like a statue. So we've got about 8 minutes and 30 seconds of the first round remaining. Almost halfway there. Maybe it feels like an hour already. Maybe it feels like it's been a couple of minutes. All looking super steady. A little bit of swaying from Daria, but it's under control. Jen's got a little bit of sway going, but it's back under control. job, guys. What am I saying? Good job, ladies. Jeez Louise. Good job, ladies. Final 3, all women. They were the lesser number at the start of this game. Incredible to see them battle through to get to this point. To be fighting for that spot in the final 2, guaranteed. Six minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first round. Almost 10 minutes into this one. Kelly's got a little bit of shake going, but it looks like it's back under control. Daria's looking solid. And Jen's still dialed in. Not moving. It's literally any ladies' game right now. Jen still rock solid. Daria rock solid. Kelly's got little minute twists, but it's good. It looks pretty solid. Four minutes, 30 seconds remaining. You guys have been there for more than 10 minutes. Solid for Kelly. A little bit of sway for Daria. Start to go to the back of her spoon. Jen's still solid. Kelly's been battling a bit of a cough all weekend. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Three minutes left. A lot of movement from Kelly due to the coughing, but she's doing great to keep it under control. If the snot starts gurgling, it's all good. Fighting for a $500 gift card of your choice. You guys want a new pair of skates? Some nice, I don't know, I shouldn't say any brand names, but some nice skates. Movies for maybe a year. Movie prices have gone up, so I don't know. Might not get a year out of it now. Two minutes, 19, 18. Just over 2 minutes left. You guys are doing great, looking solid. Jen is rock solid. Daria, a little bit of movement, but it's still on the spoon. Kelly's doing a fantastic job holding that on with the coughs going through her body. Under 2 minutes now. Home stretch for this first round. Jen's been rock solid almost the entire challenge. Daria, there's no more sway. Kelly's got a wee bit, but still holding it on. Might not need to lay a soundtrack on this one. The rain might be doing it itself. 1 minute left. First round, 1 minute. Might feel like one hell of a long minute. "30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Can you touch it?
You can touch it, reset. Get a stretch.
Yeah, you get a stretch.
7, 6, 5, hands off, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 minutes has begun. A little bit of movement from Daria, but it's under control. Kelly's looking solid. A little bit of sway from Daria. Jen's looking solid. Maybe some more rain. Try not to get sort of lulled by it and lose your attention. A little bit of sway from Jen. Just keeping it under control. Daria's looking good. Kelly's looking good. Little micro sways, but holding on strong. A little bit of swaying from Daria, but looks under control. Jen's egg is swaying a wee bit as well. We got the jury looking on. They're watching to see you guys, see that endurance, see who can bite and fight. So I know that's how I've been making a decision. I want to see who's the most tenacious, who can get through the pain. Kelly's got it nice and solid. Darius is swaying a wee bit, but nothing to be concerned about. Jen's is shaking a little. We're at just under 12 minutes remaining. Solid from Kelly. Daria's got that little sway. Maybe she's singing a song in her mind and it's coming through her arm, doing a dance. Jen's looking solid. Good job. You guys are probably feeling that burn, fight through it. The mind is much stronger than the body. We're at 10 minutes and 41 seconds left. Jen's solid. Daria's looking solid. Kelly's looking good too. Micro sways, but nothing crazy. Daria's is swaying a little bit. Jen's is looking good. Nine minutes and 30 seconds left. You guys are over that 5-minute mark being into the challenge. Think about your families, your kids. They're going to be watching this. Show them that their mom can fight like hell. Jen's still looking super solid. Daria's looking good. Kelly's got that damn cough back. A little bit more of a sway from Daria. Jen's has a micro sway going. We've got 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second round. A full squat. We are halfway through, 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. sway going. Still under control. Dari's got that micro sway, but it's under control. Jen's looking solid. When we get down to those final minutes, I don't know, bite your tongue, bite the side of your mouth, transfer that pain elsewhere if it helps. Take your mind off of it. Six minutes, 30 seconds left. Jen's looking solid. Dari's looking solid. You guys are doing amazing. Kelly, good stuff. You guys are officially 10 minutes into the challenge. There's 5 minutes remaining in the second round. Jen's got a little micro sway, but it's under control. Daria's thumb is, yep, looking good. Little micro sway from Kelly. A little bit of movement. Fantastic. Keep it up. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Fighting this. Three minutes left. 3 minutes. I'm just walking back and forth and I'm already sweaty, so I can't imagine what you guys are feeling right now. That burn. Keep headstrong, fight through it. 2 minutes left. Home stretch. 2 minutes left. Chin shaking a little bit, but it's staying on the spoon. Darius got that micro sway. It's looking good. Kelly's got a bit of a micro sway as well. Stretching up the other hand. Might be going a bit numb. Might be feeling that in your feet too. Fight through it, those pins and needles. Minute 30 left, minute 30. One minute. 1 minute left in round 2 of the egg balance challenge. Good. 20 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2 is done. Good job. Amazing work. Amazing work.
I don't feel fingers.
Stretch it out. You get some water
have
as
no
soon as
blood
you.
in the fingers left. Maybe I can't see.
No, amazing work. Such a fight. That's 30 minutes in of pain positions, pretty much. So you guys are doing awesome. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, foot off the ground, 2, 1. And we're live. 15 minutes, third round. 1 foot. Balance. If you guys have to grab the egg and spoon, if you fall off the beam, you're done. Dari's out. Jen and Kelly fighting it out for the last immunity and a spot guaranteed in the final 2. Let's see who can hold on the longest. We are currently 14 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. A little bit of sway from Jen. Kelly's still looking pretty good. Micro sways of that spoon. Away from Jen, she's got under control. Spoon's still steady, egg is still steady. Kelly's looking like a statue. Micro swings forward, but the leg is solid. 13 minutes remaining. Digging deep here. Jen wins! Yeah! Good job. Oh my God. Well done. Amazing work. That is another immunity win for Jen. That's 3 in a row. Dug deep. I know you were burning in that squat when I could tell you forced
The
your
last
way
5
through
minutes,
it.
like,
Yeah,
oh my
you forced
God.
your way through it, and you held it together. Kelly, you looked like a statue, but it just, that was it.
I was
Battling the
so
cough
hard
too.
right before that, and
Yeah.
I was like,
Battling the cough too,
all it
so
took me is one swing, it just went right sideways.
amazing work, dude. That was amazing. You guys, I don't think I could have done it. I don't think I could have done it. So it just shows the strength of these 3 months. You guys were fantastic. All right, phenomenal. It was pretty much 45 minutes of pain positions. Even the standing one, the way your guys' elbows were locked, fantastic. As I've said a few times, I don't think I could have done it. The squat was crazy, you guys made it through that, and it was the one leg that took out both Kelly and Daria. But Jen, 3rd win in a row. The Makawa clogs are really in your favor. There you go. You are in the final 2. We're going to take a couple of minutes, think about who you want to keep with you and who you want to vote out. There's going to be no written down, it's going to be vocal, so we'll get you guys to sit down. You're going to stand up, recite first who you're going to vote off, and second, who you're going to keep.
Okay.
All right? That's it. Good job. Well done.
There you go.
Good job. Community for the 3rd time. So very, very important decision now ahead of you. You are going to be telling us who you want to vote off. That other individual is who's going to be sitting at the final tribal council with you, and who you will be battling against for the $500 gift card of your choice and title of sole survivor. So Jen, take it away, stand up, and let us know what your decision is.
Yeah, my decision comes down to ultimately, I'll say, Kelly, you played a great game. You know, I think you were a big threat the whole game and you managed to survive all that. So for that reason, I'll be taking you, Daria. Sorry, Kelly. Yeah.
All right, Kelly, bring over your candle, get your hugs in. Kelly, amazing job. Good sacrifice there on that elbow at the end, trying to buy those last few milliseconds. The tribe has spoken. You're joining the jury. I'm going to give you guys some time to collaborate, figure out, get everything up to speed, and then we're going to be going into the final tribal council.
Perfect.
And you're going to be deciding who's going to win that $500 gift card. The tribe has spoken.
That's
Good
all
job.
right. It's a good way to go. That's okay. Good job, girls.
Dirt, aka Jeff, Dave, James, and the newest member, Kelly. We're going to give you guys some time to get up to speed, chat with each other, see where your heads are at. Think about the questions. It's going to be based around who outwitted, outplayed, and outlasted the best game. And that may be different for all of you. It might be ethics, it might be challenge wins, it might be the last person from a dying tribe, it might be the last person of a winning tribe, completely up to you. So we'll give you some time and we'll get back to it soon.
I had such a great time on Survivor. I came out here with a few goals in mind. I wanted to find an idol, win an immunity challenge, and make it to the merge, and I was able to do all three. I had such a great experience. I made great alliances, I made great friends, and I had a blast. And I tried my very hardest at that end, standing on a wobbly knee on a little piece of wood. I tried so hard. I was coughing. Oh, I had this cough all weekend, and it was extra difficult in that challenge, but I gave it my all and I tried my best, and it was a good way to go out. Jen did amazing, and yeah, it is what it is, and hopefully there's a Survivor 2, and I'd love to come back and try again.
Final 2, come on in. Light your candles. Amazing job again. That endurance challenge was wild. So the structure of this final tribal council is going to be that each of you can stand up and give a speech in regards to why you believe you are the sole survivor. That can be through outwit, outplay, outlast, speak from the heart, tell how you guys maneuvered the game, highs, lows, whatever you guys want to include. After that, we are going to get the jury to come up one at a time. They're going to direct questions towards you, and then we're going to be heading out. You guys will do one more speech just to close things off, and we're going to go out and get the jury to vote on their winner. So you guys are not putting the name down now of the person that you want out. You are putting the name down of the person that you want to win Survivor Ottawa LRG, and with that title, the $500 gift card of their choice. All right, so we can start. Jen, go ahead.
Okay. So I'll explain my game, and Sharpie looking. You know, with the outwit, outplay, and outlast. So first, with the outwit, I knew from the beginning, starting in a tribe, we were a tribe of 6. I had to right away get into the top group, and that's what we did immediately. Me, Jeff, and Phil. I feel like we kind of sized out our tribe, and we looked at everyone, and we're like, this is it, we're the trio. And that trio was very strong from the start, and that let us kind of call the shots from there. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't the leader calling the shots from the beginning, so I did kind of stand back a bit, you know, open to what they wanted, you know, gave my opinion when needed, but I didn't want to be the leader of a pack, because I didn't want to, if ever people made it to the merge and then there's information said, I did want to kind of fly under the radar but not be at the bottom. So that was my original play in terms of our tribe. Once the reshuffle, me and Dirt, we were very tight, so that helped, and then we saw the opportunity with Justin. That was putting us at 3 and 2. So had we lost, we felt pretty comfortable, which meant, you know, we were gonna hopefully make it all to merge together if we stay 3 strong, or if we lost, well, we would have voted one of the other 2 out. So with building that relationship, that was like another check mark for me to get to merge, which was my ultimate goal. In terms of once we were at merge, unfortunately, we were hoping that Dave would come with us and that we could go 4 strong and go through from there, and that didn't happen. Fortunately for me, because I wasn't perceived as a huge threat, I had Dirt and Justin as a shield, kind of buying me time, buying me 2 tribal councils. And that, you know, I had to start to reflect and see where are the cracks in the current alliance, and I was ready, you know, I was on their side. I was ready to pull a move at Dirt if we could convince some people. I was in the tent strategizing once Dirt and Justin were gone. You know, I was there. Who's winning idol, you know, who has an idol right now, who wins what's my strategy if that person wins it, what's my strategy if the other person wins it. I was making all these mental calculations of like, this is how I'm gonna go about it. I'm gonna talk about jury, how they're gonna like perceive you and try to sway people. I had this big old plan because I did not think I'd go and win 3 immunity. So, to the next part, outplay. I wanted to make sure that I was perceived as someone that was good, not great. I think if people would just look at me physically, if you don't know me, they probably just would just be like, oh, you know, they probably won't think twice. So I could kind of float in the middle, but I wanted to make sure that my own starting tribe didn't think I was weak to be like the first vote or 2. So my goal was to hopefully take a leadership position in one of those challenges where I can show that I have some strength. And luckily, the Frisbee challenge came upon it, and I was able to show that I can throw a Frisbee to people, and we made a major comeback. So that was a big playing move that I think solidified that, okay, I'm good enough to kind of like hold on to and bring forward. Once the merge happens, and then Justin and Dirt, well, and then I won that immunity challenge with the flipping of the X. I mean, there was like, obviously that's strategic, I had to choose which one, what's the color, what's the design, but we know that was mostly a luck thing at the end of the day. So I was happy to win it, but they were already set on Dirt. It wasn't like a big pivotal win. You know, I would have liked Dirt to win it, but then it could have been me going home. So at the end of the day, it was a bit of a poisoned immunity to get. I was happy to win it, but it didn't, after Dirt was gone, I was like riddled of like my mental was just going on a downhill. Like I was just like, that's it. And that's where I was thinking of all these strategies. Like I was gonna go hard after you guys. I was gonna go to every one of you and try to, you know, put it all out there, what people have said, and try to save my ass. And thankfully, that big puzzle immunity win, I mean, I'm like, I will try to not do what they're doing, you know? I stayed back on the wall to see the first 5 cones get lifted so I can get 5 cones right off the bat. Okay, I'll see those 5. I'll know I don't have to look at those 5s. I opened 2 of my bags because then I couldn't find my 3rd one, and I saw James was still opening his, and luckily for me, he left mine like with the cone opened. If not, I thought he would have just left my cone, so I would have just kicked them all, like the last cone that's there. So that made me, you know, gain some time too, and I crushed that puzzle by like thinking of how we did it the day before on the other puzzle. So huge win, obviously going on a high, and then it's a double elimination. Wow, you know, I'm going to final 3. And then with the endurance, again, I'm going up against the 2 fittest girls here. So obviously I was like, I'm happy with final 3, this is it, you know, I'm gonna get out, like if I can make it to the squat, I'll be happy. And then in the squat, that was the mental grit they talk about. Like I was dying, like from minute 5 to minute 15 was brutal, minute 10 to 15 was so brutal. Like I just kept being like, just last one more minute, I'll make it. And in the end, I made it, and we know what happened after. I was swaying for like a good 30 seconds, and I saw Kelly was rock solid, and I was just like, I just want to make myself proud and get further. Like, I'm gonna go down, you know, when my legs break down. And I was lucky that Kelly, there was a wind, I think, that came in and knocked her out. So huge wins that I was able to get, especially those last 2. And on the outlast, well, I think my social game still brought me forward, you know, with my original tribe and trying to integrate with the merge, and able to kind of have those connections that, you know, kept bringing me forward. And then in terms of the mental grit to have to push through and get through all those challenges and get to where I am now.
Daria, you're up.
Hi guys, so I'm gonna start a little bit from the opposite end. I'll start from the last challenge that just happened. You probably, all of you at this point, got to know me a little bit, and I was told multiple times that my body language speaks it all. So yeah, I can just clearly tell you that's not how I wanted to make it to the final two. Physicality was what I wanted, an honest game from the start, and that's how I wanted to be in the final two. But I made it here. Thanks, Jan. So just a little bit before that, I've watched a million types of survival games, and I know you guys always bring up the names of the people in the previous games that you watched. Unfortunately, I can't share that with you guys, because 10 years ago I barely spoke English, right? So I was watching anything that was coming from my side of the country, on the language was of the comfort of my language. And some of the strategies were maybe not always the same. Maybe some of the games didn't have a jury at the end, or and it was a lot more like about the physicality, or maybe the personality in the game, making your team strong and push it through. With that being said, when I was coming into the game, that was my original plan. Like, I wanted to have an honest game. To me, watching a dirty personality games with people undermining other people, lying to other people, it's not my personality. I wouldn't be able to be good at it, even if I tried, because it's just not me. And which is where, like, a couple of weeks ago, I was like, what if I try this? What if I try that? And I was like, no, because again, I will fail because it will not be me. So when I made it to here, I knew that my game will be me. I will be honest, I will be upfront, I will tell you how I feel, and I will not, if I commit to someone, I will not change that. With that being so, when the game started, obviously I had advantage, disadvantage, which is what, it was cool that I couldn't go to the first tribal, but I also didn't have a chance to step in the game and show you guys that I'm strong and I'm worth to keep. Because I knew that first part of the game, until the merge happens, strength is a lot like team player. Strength it's a big part, right? It's probably what keeps you, because people don't want to lose a strong person, because you don't want to weaken your team. So that was like, and that was hard for me. Meanwhile, and also, yes, I didn't get what out from the first tribal council because I wasn't there. But I also didn't have a chance to look for an idol also. I was there for 4.5 hours on the porch without knowing when I'm gonna step in the game, what I'm gonna do. I couldn't talk to anyone. I was trying to, honestly, and I didn't know how, try to listen to people talk and play it to your advantage. And I was like, I don't know how much of advantage listening to people unpack their tents would be. Meanwhile, yes, and again, I decided that I'm gonna choose my feelings over my brain strategy, and I just went with the gut feeling. What tribal would I want to be when I was thinking, like, I was looking at each of them, each of you guys, and just trying to relate myself. Would I fit in this team? Would I be good and to be there to take the team, to go with the team and take the team together further? And decision making about joining the AMIC team was bittersweet, because I knew if I was to make it to their team, they have to lose, right? They have to lose this first challenge. I also learned by heart that looking at you guys having the first two games, the one that you had to pick the stickers and then your tug of war, seeing it from the side was totally different from joining you in the game. Absolutely different. I had different, and that's what makes it like viewer from the participant, right? Like, it makes it different. Again, like when I finally joined, my thought, okay, I'm already short on time to build a good trustful relationship in the tribe that I just joined. I also, when we went, and again, like, so going to the Frisbee, thank you. Frisbee game, that's where like my moment was to shine. I wanted to find a way to, and not spread myself around, like, and that's how our strategy came into, like, okay, we have some catching, some in defense, some doing other stuff. So I was like, okay, I will be in defense and I'm gonna try to kill it. I did what I could, and I felt great about what happened, but yet we lost, and that was sucks, right? So coming back to the tribe, I was walking in, I knew I probably gonna be like, I just set my tent, they're probably just gonna be picking it up and leaving, again, because I lost a lot of time binding with people, showing myself to people, getting to know people. So, I was lucky on that front. We went to the tribal council. I wasn't voted out. When I was coming back, I was thinking of, okay, so it feels like I need to be stronger. I need to show something. We need to work together. We need to, and I find we had such a great groove in the next challenge that just rebuilt our strengths. At that point, honestly, I didn't have any social game. I wasn't talking to people, I wasn't trying to pull the alliances together, I wasn't trying to make a group of people. I was purely focusing on, I didn't want to go to the tribal council. What do we do to kind of... Oh, sorry. Thank you. I'm just, how do you burn, right? So, sorry, let me reconvene. So my strategy from that point on was not to have my team to go on the tribal council. Would I listen? There was sometimes, honestly, another part of the strategies, listening to other people, what they say in the time of the competitions, and accept them. Don't I have a type A personality. I want to set everything up right away for everyone, but I wanted to be patient, listen, accept, give suggestions, and just be there with the team, be a good team player. It happened that I was lucky enough to have my tribe going through multiple challenges, and we actually didn't make it to the tribal council for quite a good stretch. Then we make it to the merge, and that's where I started thinking, actually the merge was the one that triggered my thinking of, okay, do I have people around me that I could build a good relationship with, that I could trust and be myself with at the same time. It took time, and the merge happened, and I started having a feeling with, okay, so whom had I had a good feeling by that point? So that's when I started talking to James, I started talking to Kelly, I started talking to Dave. I wanted to see where they are, and my first approach was, listen, I'm ready to commit, and I will be committing to the end. And if you are, please tell me yes. If you're not, tell me no, and there's no strings attached. And I think the biggest part of my social game was to continue, to be honest with my team. At the time I was approached by Dirt, I felt your so much. I felt everything that you said, it was coming through, but I had a commitment, and it was my commitment to the end. I happened to find an idol. It was a luck, but any idol was a luck, guys. So, but you see, some people think maybe it's a good game to keep it and not say to anyone. My game was, I had a group of people that I trusted, And I wanted to show my trust by saying this, I have an idol. And I brought it up straightforward, and they know that if I was to win any challenges and get the challenge immunity, I would give my my idol away to a team to keep our numbers going. That was my strategy on that end. And it's for you to judge, was it a good strategy, was it not? When the last challenge, and I'm so happy that I'm genuinely happy for all that you've done. You absolutely amazing and you deserve where you are at this point, 100%. One of the challenges when we knew we couldn't vote you out, right? Because also we had at the time we wanted to bring a team to the final five. And Justin, sorry, you were part of it. And we actually wanted to have final five with just the AMIC team, sorry guys. But yeah, so when it happened to be that it was just left, Jen, Dave, James, Kelly and myself, and then we got out of that challenge with you having an immunity, thank you. I went to take a confession, and I knew I was talking so much because I couldn't, it was it was hard for me to choose who I would wanted to vote out, because we knew we would have to vote out too. It was so it was blowing my mind until I heard Kelly was like, come here. I'm like, I'm talking, give me some time. I'm like, no, come here. And then she comes and she just solves it all for me. Strength's game for me was, yes, I had a strong team, but every single time I had a feeling that, what if, right? What if? Because everyone I saw, you guys are going talking to James, you guys are talking to Kelly, you guys are taking Dave away, and what if, right? But yet, every time I was coming to this tribal council, I left my idol in my tent. I didn't bring it. And I was like, you know what, if something happens, it happens. I have to accept it, I have to be an adult, right? So yeah, and coming back to that moment about when Kelly came up with having that idol, I was so happy because it solved me breaking my initial plan to not to vote for people that I committed to vote. And maybe it wasn't not the best strategy because I committed to 3 people, sorry. So but it was so great for me to know that I don't have to vote for them. Because I think that would probably ruin the joy of me, enjoying that game for me. Yeah, and just coming back to this portion here, also another immunity challenge with the puzzle, it was so great. You win it, and I had 2 pieces left. I was like, and Mark was like, okay. It was fun, and I take it, and like I said, I wanted to be strong, and I wanted to win the challenges, but it's up to you guys to decide, at this point. Thank you.
Thanks, Daria. Congrats again to you both. So, Jen, Daria, thank you so much for your answers, or for your comments. We're going to have the jury coming up now. The power moves over to them, and they will be deciding who's going to win this game. So after their questions and your answers, they're going to go out to the voting booth, and they will be writing the name down who's going to win Survivor Ottawa LRG. So Justin, you're up first. You can take my spot right here.
Ladies, congratulations to you both. You both played a great game. It was fun playing with you and getting to know you. Jen, I already knew you a little bit outside the game, so we had that relationship there. My question is for both of you. I just want the one game-defining move that you think gives you the edge over the other person. I don't want a story. I just want the one game-defining move that you think defines your game.
I'll speak up first. I will say immunity wins, the final 3 immunity win. I think that's my ultimate move for me.
Mine is building the team that I could trust, that I could save my idol for until the last tribal council.
Thank you.
Thanks, Justin.
Best of luck.
Ladies, congratulations to the both of you, and that last immunity challenge, Kelly included, it was the most amazing thing to watch live. The viewers don't even get that experience. Just to give a really quick little background here, my question's going to be for Jen, but just to make everyone aware, going into the merge, I know me and Jen were close. We thought we had a solid 4 and a solid 5 with Kelly. So it was going to be myself, Jen, Kelly, Justin, and Dave. Well, between the 5 of us, or I'll say 4 of us on the jury, a couple of us are questioning where your loyalties lied and who you were most loyal to the end.
Yep, so you're right that we were trying to do that 5, but we knew that Kelly was hesitant, so I can't even count her in as our 5. So I feel like our biggest pull at that point, we were solid, me, you, and Justin, and we really had to get Dave, because he had just spent 2.5 hours with his best friend in Camp Fun over there playing soccer, soccer golf. So we knew that was a big pull. We were also pretty sure that one of them probably had an idol that we were like teetering on, that we're like, you know, it was so obvious. So at that point, I would say, because we started together, I was going with you, but I was also, you know, aligning with Dave as I could, because I knew Dave was the door to the other world, to the other alliance, to the one that was the only one willing to sway, because the other ones, they were working that honest game. They were working the like Ethan game, and as people that we were, you know, the smaller groups, that's not gonna bring us to the end. So I would say, I was telling that, you know, I wanted to bring you as far as I could, but I had Dave, you know, very close there, because he was my way out.
Okay, but for my question, who were you most loyal to bring to the end between myself and you?
We were so not close to there. Had we been me, you, and Dave, I think I would have brought you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Dirk.
Again, exact same thing. Congratulations to both of you. You both deserve it. Following up with all this loyalty, I'm gonna go back to Jen. And despite what some people on our jury might believe, I think part of this game, I believe loyalty is like my #1 thing. Unfortunately, I kind of got stuck with the 2 people that I promised. The only 2 people I promised to be most loyal to were you and Kelly. And unfortunately, I just couldn't make it work. But my question is, I want to know whether or not you believed in me when I said that me and you were going to be final 2, or that I would bring you to the final 2, no matter what. And my follow-up to that is, I also heard during my time on the jury that you spoke to them about putting my name up. I want to know if there's any truth to that.
So when you and Kelly were down there was a moment that was like, you know, what if they have the immunity and they come back and Dave doesn't want to work with us? To be honest, was I wrong? No. You didn't want to work with Justin. You chose Kelly over Justin and us. And choosing Kelly over Justin and us, you know, yeah, that made me doubt. Had you not done that, I would have 100% believed it and been on, and I knew at that point, like, Jeff was on his way out. So you made that decision So for me, that was the ultimate, like, this is who I'm aligning with, and Kelly wanted nothing to do with me, nothing to do with Jeff, or I don't know if she wanted anything to do with Justin. So that was, I can't remember where I'm going with the answer. It's hard to say. That was the moment of my trust a little broken.
Okay, thank you.
First off, congratulations. Both of you, honestly, congratulations. Jen, I didn't get much time with you at all. We never had time together, we never strategized. I barely know you. I was super impressed with how you performed in challenges. That puzzle challenge, you were going home, you knew it, you came, you demolished it. I was blown away. And then the next one you won, that final 3 challenge, I wanted to win that so badly. You wanted to win it so badly. When it was the final 2, oh man, and you came out on top. So I don't even have a question for you. I just want to say congrats. You are a dominating, strong player at challenges. So congratulations. You really impressed me with the 2 challenges or 3 challenges I spent with you. Daria, I got to spend a lot of time with you and know you as a person. You're so kind, empathetic, you're very loyal. My question for you is, would you have played your game any differently, or are you satisfied with how you played your game?
I have analyzing myself pretty much the entire game, and often was coming like, oh, your body language speaks it all and stuff like that. So the thing is that I believe where I stand right now brought me to what the game I played. I think if I was to play it over again, I probably would do the same steps.
Awesome, thank you, and congratulations to you both.
All right, and James finishing up. The anchor, come on up.
So Survivor being the great social experiment, one of the things that gets tested is our character. We get tested physically, we get tested mentally. How does your character hold up while you're going through all of that? So can you tell me about an experience you went through where you felt your character was tested and what it meant to you?
For me, I felt that I was starting to feel tested from the couple of days before coming in the even here, for I defining how I wanted to play, and you know, one of the tests I felt is like having my personality, controlling my personality, not be too much upfront. Like, you know, we had a moment when we spoke about another player that went straight forward to a person and started saying, like, let's vote another person, don't vote for me and stuff like that. And this was my challenge. My challenge was to step back, learn people, and then start building something without diving right in there and trying to figure something out, because this is like this, I tend to do things like this. So my biggest challenge was to make a peace with myself first before making peace with others. And obviously every single challenge, physical challenge, was great. I like to show the strengths and humble, being strong and humble at the same time.
I would say it was the moment, and you probably all remember, it was after the reward. So coming in here, I had an advantage thinking I just wanted immunity, now having an advantage to next immunity, that's a must win for me. Getting a reward, leaving with no advantage and 2 advantages for my, you know, other friends was a brutal, and I was sitting there and I even said at that point, I was like, I just want to go home. Like, and I remember watching people on TV being like, as if they would say that, as if they would say they want to go home after all that. And I was there and I knew I had like a half hour of like just shutting down, and I was like, I had to just like take all the mental grit I had to be like, you still have a chance, just go out there, try to be creative how you can beat everyone else at the next one. And I feel like I surpassed that, and then it was like my lowest low and I went just high, high, high.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Again, congratulations.
Thanks, James. Thank you for the questions, jury. Thank you for the answers, our 2 final contestants.
We're going to be going out to the voting booth shortly with each of the jury, and it is there, well, they will be writing the name down of who they want to see win Survivor Ottawa LRG. It's been a hell of a game. 3 days. Feels like a lot longer. Some awesome different weathers we saw, the challenges. So well done all around, and we'll get reset and get you guys out there to vote. All right, jury, it's time to vote. Justin, you're up.
All right, guys. Told you guys already. You both played a great game, but my vote is going for who I think played the best game overall.
Alright, well, pretty sure everyone watching knows this is a no-brainer. The only Makwa tribe member remaining. My vote is going to go to Jen.
Jen, you have no idea how hard I tried to get you to the final 3, and turns out you just can do it on your own. Congratulations. You 1000% deserve to win Ottawa Survivor.
I'm super proud of you. You worked really hard, you kicked ass, and you kept your character intact. I mean, good for you, good luck.
Last vote. You're a great person. I'm glad I met you. I hope you win.
All right, all the jury votes are in. This will be for the winner of Survivor Ottawa LRG. Good job to our 2 finalists. Amazing work again. I'll be right back with the votes. We're gonna get right to it and see who has won the title of Ottawa Soul Survivor and the $500 gift card of their choice. First vote, we have Jen. Second vote, Jen. Hashtag Makwa. Third vote, Daria. Fourth vote, Daria. And the winner of Survivor Ottawa LRG Season 1, Jen.
Congratulations! You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it.
Let's go!
Yeah! Oh my god! Congratulations.
I hope you believe me,
So here we are. We finally figured out who's gonna be who became our last survivor, and it's Jen. So I'm bittersweet. I'm very happy for her. She did put out a very good game. Her amazing strength in the last challenges was like outstanding. It was outstanding. My only bitterness I have, I know honestly, I never was thinking that I would even make it to like, I don't know, the last 10, the last 11, you know. Being the second one is absolutely amazing. The still one thing that keeps me like a little bit of the taste of the bitterness, that the challenge with the balancing the egg, I should have like figured it out and stay there, just for my own like feeling good. But it has been amazing. It has been amazing, and I hope people come out and do the same stuff and compete and fight and find their own strategy, because the experience that we've got here, we will never have it. And I think Daria a couple of days ago is different from Daria today. So love you guys. Bye.
All right, I feel like I did so many of these before, after. I actually can't believe I surpassed that, because just that last challenge, being able to win was like obviously not expected. And then with the votes, I feel like the guys came pretty hard at me with the questions. And yeah, there was like some, you know, who's going to be my top guy? Dave was telling me he wanted me to be top 2, but he was not doing any actions showing that. So for me, I was going with dirt. We were, you know, Makwa from the beginning, and he never showed me any. We were doing the actions that showed that we were together. And Dave was saying a lot of things that he wanted to do, but never ever had, I guess, the balls to, you know, make the swing. So getting the loyalty question from both of those guys, I felt like I was in between, like, I don't know, I don't want to, I guess, like a relationship that, you know, and it was just, I felt that was tough, and that made me really second guess that, because after winning the 3 immunities, I was like, I would vote for that person. So I felt pretty confident. After the jury questions, I did not feel confident, because Kelly had also told me she was going to vote Daria no matter what, even though she felt like I was more deserving winner, which is tough to hear right before, you know, when we're done. It's like, I would have voted you, Kelly, you know, like, because I thought you were, so it was a bit of a mindfuck to get right before. So I was like, I lost a vote right there. James is probably the same mentality. So if any of the guys have that mentality of like, they want to go the honest route, you know, that's not going to play in my favor. And I never was given a chance after the merge to play the integrity route. Like, when you don't have, you know, you can be like honest to your one other person, but it's not going to go very far. So I had to play a different game. And I think at the end of the day, looking at like, I do think with the 3 wins, like, that was, I think ultimately I did deserve it. It's hard to, you know, say that even about yourself, but that's where I am. So super proud. Obviously, big day for me. Like, we're not coming out of here the same person as we were walking in. So some crazy growth that happened, and some new friendships, and some newfound appreciation for no electronics, phones off. It's just us people and our thumbs, you know. So 10 on 10, great experience, so happy.